So if you're thinking about opening up short-term rentals out here in Mexico, it's a little more difficult than you might think. Everybody knows step one is finding data on whatever area you want to open up your short-term rental in. Out here in Mexico, the data isn't as accurate as you might think. So one of the biggest tools, that you can use to find data, AirDNA, that doesn't really work out here, depending on the area. If you're planning on opening up an Airbnb in Cancun, it might be a little more accurate than, somewhere like, I don't know, Rosarito. So step one, if you're looking to, I would definitely recommend looking around the area yourself, gathering all of the information that you can and doing your own research. Looking at the average rates, average nightly rates, average monthly bookings for your area. Look at what amenities pop around your area. Another thing would be looking for a team. So looking for, so if you're looking for a co-host, you don't want to just go with anybody out here in Mexico. Just like anywhere else, you want somebody reliable. I would definitely recommend going with somebody that has an online presence, or somebody that, is going to be recommended to you by somebody else that that you're really, really good friends with, or that you have a really good connection to. But if you guys are looking for a co-host, my email is adrian.lopez3699@gmail.com. And, you guys could shoot me an email. Just let me know what's going on. Let me know your situation. If you guys need any help whatsoever, even for research purposes, if you don't want my help for, co-hosting your property, I'd still love to answer any questions that you guys might have. Okay, but just continuing this topic about connections out here in Mexico, you have to find reliable cleaners. So I would definitely recommend going with a company, because like a legit company that has, an RFC that's like completely legit, that file their taxes and whatnot. Because when you're filing your taxes, you're going to need a factura or an invoice, which can only be issued out by a legit company that has a presence with the state. So you're going to need that factura and the bill. So that's a write-off. So cleaning, anything to do with your Airbnb, is a write-off. The next thing would be, I would say, marketing. You really have to think outside of the box for marketing. I mean, over here, it's not the same thing as the US. It's nowhere close to being the same thing as the US marketing-wise. I would definitely recommend partnering up with tourist groups. Those guys with the vans that drive you around and show you different, breweries or wineries, whatever it is. Partner up with them. You could do restaurants, coffee shops. If you partner up with them, I just want to give you guys an example. Let's say you want to partner up with the coffee shop. So you would want to advertise their coffee in your Airbnb, and you could give them pamphlets, something super legit, or QR codes with a picture that talks about your Airbnb, and let the coffee shop advertise however they want. They could either put it, on each table, have it right next to the cash register, however they want to do it, right? It's really up to them. But I think that's a really good strategy, personally. And I would say the second way of advertising your Airbnb, or I would say the best way, especially in Mexico, would be finding influencers, or finding just somebody with with some sort of online presence. Somebody with at least 200,000 followers. I mean, that makes sense. So what you could do is give them a night or two for completely free. You could pay them whatever it is. You have to agree with it. They have to agree with it. I definitely recommend doing that, especially if you have a nicer, top-notch Airbnb. That's definitely the go-to move for marketing. And the last thing would be taxes. So the way taxes work in Mexico are a little more difficult than you might think. You're going to need an RFC, which is a business presence, which is, you could compare it to an LLC. That's how you're going to be paying your taxes. But to have an RFC, you're going to need to be a citizen. It'll give you a lot of benefits when it comes to your business. They do deduct 20% tax after every booking. So if you do put your RFC under your Airbnb, you'll be getting 16% back at the end of the year. On top of that, if you do have your RFC, you're going to be able to deduct a lot of things from your business. So whether it's cleanings to internet to water bill, or even if you're making little gift baskets for your guests, it's definitely a big plus. But the one thing that you do need, like I said before, is you're going to need a factura, which is an invoice, and the receipt for whatever company you're doing business with. So only do business with legit companies when it comes to cleaning or when it comes to even buying little treats for your guests. If you guys do need a CPA recommendation, I can definitely help you guys out. But that's the end of the video. Appreciate you guys listening. If you did stick around, if you guys have any questions, please, please, please let me know in the comments. I would love to answer any questions you guys have. I appreciate you guys, and please subscribe. Please like the video and stay tuned for more content. Thanks.